Okay, looks like I'm live. Fantastic. And my money printer on Nimby Rails is doing very well. Very nice. Okay, right, let's just do some double checks just to make sure everything is working-ish, at least for now. This is really going to be on fun. Alright, so, good. Let me have a sip of my drink first, actually, before I start talking. Good evening, everybody, and welcome to tonight's Nimby Rail stream. Bit of a break because there was this thing called the sun in the sky. And oh, look at that! Tom is my number one. No, Jonator is my number one. But this must be a new feature that YouTube implemented. So, wait, hang on. There's experience point. How the hell do you get experience points? What kind of stupid thing is? Yeah. What is this nonsense? What is this train? Is this like Train Sim? Train Sim Classic with experience? What is it? Career mode or something? That's what it must be. And hello to King All Star, Dibestum, and Generator Tom and all that. Oh. Yep. Now you've been dropped. You've been pushed down to number 2. Ooh, bad luck. Tough luck, kids. Yeah, someone's got to find a way to like abuse the experience thingies. Yeah. Well, I've been doing well. Okay, enough. I can put on me tunes now. Actually, why am I going to put the rain song? It wasn't rain today. Where is it? Sapphire. Okay, I'll put this on. Yeah, well, mostly I've been okay. Work today and yesterday was shockingly bad. Like, I'm so shocked at how garbage work is starting to become. With some... If you find a way to... I don't know how you would demote yourself personally from number 2, from number 1 generator. You'll have to. We'll need to search. Let's find out what this YouTube top fan streaming is. Let's just quickly Google it whilst we're here. So, YouTube streaming top fans, because I've never heard of this right now. It must be a new thing. Because let's see. The leader. Okay, so here's what it says on YouTube's thingy. Yeah, I know it's summer, but look how much the temperature changed over the past few days. And hello there, and and Mr. Steve. Yeah, it's just I'm just about to read up what YouTube says for this. So here's what it says on their website regarding the live leaderboard thingy, where some of you lot have got a crown next to your username. The leaderboard creates a fun, interactive and rewarding environment for viewers that encourages ongoing engagement for their favourite creators. It is visible during live stream and ranks viewers based on their engagement in a given live stream. How it works. The leaderboard reflects and ranks each viewer's engagement in a live stream. The viewers earn points by actively engaging during the stream, and the leaderboard displays the audience ranking based on their total points. The more viewers engage, for example, a live chat message, super chat, super stickers, or gifts, the higher they rank on the leaderboard. As viewers engage on a live stream, they'll notice a crown next icon at the top of their chat, which displays the cumulative points they've earned for engaging with specific live stream. Clicking on this icon will take viewers directly to the leaderboard to see the top 50 engaged viewers. The top 3 will even get a special badge next to their name. Alright. Hello there, doll name, and yeah, I'm not too sure what's going on. It's just like, No, gifts. Like gifts, you know, I'm gifting you. So it's not like gifts. Like GIF, the animated picture thing. It's gifts, Tom. How is it interactive if you can't see it? I think you can, if you surely I think on the top of the window, like on top of the chat thing here, is there something that says top fans, or is it just... Yeah, because at the moment, I at least have the rankings for the top 5 people so far, if you're that desperate. So, number 1 is Jonanator, number 2 is Tom, number 3 is Karas, number 4 is Steve, and number 5 is King All-Star. Yeah, I can't believe the original creator of GIF says, no, it's GIF. No, it's not. We are overruling your decision, even though you didn't make it. Anyway, so let me tell you what I've been doing behind everyone's backs. So, you may have noticed, LaGuardia has a station. I wonder, and not to mention, the station here has very long platforms, 4 platforms, fully reversible, and it connects to, well, not only does it connect to the Northeast Corridor heading towards Boston and obviously heading towards New York, but it also connects to a line that runs alongside here at a high line speed that goes to 320 kilometers an hour after Jamaica. I wonder what that could be. Oh, well, congratulations on doing the next German lessons. Oh no, high-speed station. Yeah, North Island, Long Island, North Atlantic HSR. Yeah, I only made a basic start of it. A lot of it is in tunnel because, well, there's these things called roads in the way. Ugh. But I have at least made a start of it so far. Jamaica, of course. Yeah, I mean, it's sort of like an old oak common at home-ish. Well, yeah, I mean, it's only got 2 platforms because we don't really need like 8. And once I've decided like the alignment, I'll then rejoin it at New Haven. Yeah, I'm still shocked as to why the hell there is no, like, rail connection to LaGuardia. Like, why not? Because if this was like Germany, or even any... Ooh, tough luck, Tom. Yep, you've been toppled. You must try harder to... It's like King of the Hill in TF2. You can't just cap the point and then walk away. Someone else can cap. But, you know, as I was saying, like, if they... I forgot the line that runs in, the metro line here, or subway line here. But if this was like the Germany or any other European country, what they would have done is something like that. They would have just extended it to go to LaGuardia. Would it not be pertinent to put a station on the Slander version to JFK? Typically, I would agree with you, but the problem here is that... the 2 airports are so close, like LaGuardia and JFK are so close that it would be better off to just have the shuttle the air train thingy here going to JFK, than have the high-speed line, you know, dip in and then dip out, when we could just save time by just saying, you know, have a station at Jamaica and make people change. When we already got, I mean, what's it called? This line here has got really good capacity anyway, so... You might as well just keep it as it is. I do... Logically, Jonanator, your idea does make sense. And we, the people of New York City, wanted that, but the state said no. Of course not. What about Newark? Well, we're, well, Newark's already on the high speed, like, already on the new Northeast Corridor anyway. Like, there's already a station here. So, like... The equivalent ice train would just stop in the platforms. So, not necessary. I have extended path to Newark Liberty, so there is that. Well, putting 2 major airports right next to each other is truly galaxy brain. Do we have room to say that? I mean, you could also... Oh, well... I'm trying to think... Well, in fairness, London City and Heathrow are 2 different leagues. Oh, when you say that... I don't know. Have you seen the Manchester route for airport route for Trains and World? 25 quid for 27 miles. Oh, hell yeah! I can't believe can't believe we're reviving the ancient art of... What do I mean ancient art? People have been doing it all day, of course. Well, no, if London City Airport was in Staines, the entire airport would be stolen. All of it would be stolen. And hello there, MTR D406. How are you doing? I might as well say something else I've done behind everyone else's backs. You may have noticed a whole bunch of trains sitting here at New York Grand Central Station. And you may have noticed they all have red in their colours. And begin with the prefix NH. And that's because I've added the New Haven service. I've added the line to New Cannon and to New Haven. Fine for being up at 1 AM in China. Time zones, my one weakness. Yes, it is an ATS route doll name, and obviously it's instantly valueless as it's being, you know what it's like. The New Haven and I forgot what it is, but the other H. But thank you, I'm glad that they are proud by my efforts. Now, at the moment, I haven't got the New Haven service all fully set up yet. There are some trains missing in its timetable. Because the train that I want to use won't install because of the well, I don't know. Nothing new in Nimby Rails will install for me now. Anything released after June 19th will not install on my save. You could get a first class Piccadilly to airport service for less. Yeah, of course it's not going to include new Generator, the days of adding new trains into Train Simulator. But yeah, today we're going to be building more of the new Northeast Corridor on this garbage section here. Absolutely garbage. And I have been doing some basic research, and apparently, let's ignore the short platforms on the line IRL. Let's ignore that just for now. Apparently, trains would the stopping trains that run on this line would use one track, and then they'd swap to the other and the other. What is this nonsense? Absolute bollocks. Goodness gracious. Oh yeah, thanks for bringing that up, RayBB, because speaking of which, we have now fully resolved the issue with Geopole nicking my clip. So, yay! There we go. He has removed that. He's removed the section with my clip. So there we go. All wood sorted. I haven't had a chance to make a post about it because I was very tired from work today. Well, yeah, they'd swap, at least according to the research, because it said, like, in the mornings, the trains would use one side, and then on the evenings, they would swap to the other side and treat it as a single line. Like, so do you know Worcester Foregate Street? Like, basically like that. Alright. Do you still work with trains? Not really. Well, I work at the airport now. Sorry, Geopole. Sorry, I should have said his name is Leo, but... Yeah, exactly. I wanted to resolve it peacefully, and we did. It's all been solved. I could tell it wasn't malicious. It was a genuine mistake of him being a bit lazy with finding clips. I did say, be careful next time. He's well, okay, I can at least answer that. Geopole, from what I've seen, is a YouTuber who makes videos with soy jacks in the thumbnail. Enough said. Enough said. Alright, let's start building to the next main station, which is New London, as opposed to fake London. Oh, can you wish me a happy birthday? Well, no, typically no one asks like that. Like, some will say, oh, it's my birthday today. I'm like, hey, it's my birthday. And I go, happy birthday. No one just says, can you wish me that? But sure, I'll wish you a happy birthday, then you can go away. What's a soy jack, or whatever you call it? Google. I want to just Google it. Just type in soy jack. There you go. Or Wojak. Either of them. The old London collapsed in the heatwave, so they quickly built a new one. Indeed. And best of all, they built it 4,000 miles away. How nice of them. Oh, there's a Guildford. Oh, hang on, that's weird. It's Guildford without a D. Weird. Right. Wait, you went to Londonderry. Cool. You know they actually you know you could actually fly from London Heathrow to Londonderry and with Loganair. Would anybody like to guess what plane Loganair uses on this flight? I'm gonna get a photo of it quickly. Drove up the A1. A Dash Cessna, nope. A321 XLR, Dash 8. Yeah, 32. How can you fit 20 people on an F-22? That. Alright, okay, so what they use is an ERJ-45. No, 145. Not ER, no. An ERJ-145. That's what they use. I get a quick photo of one. J3 Club. It would be kind of funny to see a Piper J3 take off at Heathrow. That would be very entertaining to see. I'd pay good money to... Well, actually, I wouldn't, because you could take it off from the taxiway, let alone the runway. Right. So, they use this thing here. This very... Seeing a plane like this at Heathrow, because I saw it take off whilst I was at work today, and seeing it at Heathrow just feels so wrong. It doesn't feel right. Oh, there's a village in London. Oh, of course. There we go. That explains it, Tom. Thank you very much. Imagine if it was a Comac C909. like that will fly in European airspace. Or probably, if it does, yeah, it does look like a private jet, but it's got 2+1 seating inside. Now, let me see if I can find a picture of the interior. Bear with me, hang on. I can't. So yeah, that's what the interior of it looks like. Sort of like the I would like to be in a plane like that. Imagine having your own seat like that. That would be sick. Hang on. Just show me the interior, mate. Thank you. Look. Yeah. Very cozy. Seeing one of their turboprops take off from Heathrow. Oh yeah, they got the ATR 42, not the 70, not the 71, the 40, the 42. That's pretty cool. More crowded than a GWR Class 800 during the peak. Well, I want to disagree with that, because tell me, how many people are flying from Heathrow to Londonderry? Not many. At least, definitely not enough to be full to the brim. Oh, this guy was flying to Newcastle. Ooh. Oh, poor guy. I've been dethroned. There you go, Jonator. Now you can finally live your life normally. How about London to Brighton? Well, if you were flying from London to Brighton, you'd be going to Shoreham. That's the airport for Brighton, I believe. Right, what speed limit could we get away with on this line, on this section? I want to try and get as close to 200 kph on this line as possible. But, yeah, that's not going to work at this section. Oh yes, London Ashford, that has got exactly sod and all planes flying there. Compare it with a 153 on Paddington to... Nah, that's not comparable because again, Logan Air don't really do long haul flights. I think the longest flight they do is to Norway. I always like that as well. Just the, I mean, it's also comical that. Let me start building more of this. It's also comical that the line to London Stansted Airport is called London, is called that, but it's closer to the North Sea than London. Well, I did the measurement, and it is closer to the North Sea. London Oxford Airport. Yeah, the airport that's pretty much exclusively used by people with money. Right, let's try and get it to 200 kph from here. Temperamental. I did. Well, at least I won't be flying it if I do go on one. Funny enough, earlier today I was speaking to some pilots because whilst I was waiting for our plane to be not delayed, I was speaking to some pilots today about because they fly A380s, but I think they were flying a crap. What were they flying today? I don't know, but they fly A380s. So I asked them, what's it like flying an A380? And to use their own words, they described it as boring. However, in fairness, they did say that we rather it be boring than eventful, because less paperwork. Oh, London Stansted. Oh no, not Stansted. Southend. Ugh. I think I went to Southend Airport once, just to take some photos nearby. You don't have to be scared to say wankers. Like, your mum's not going to take away your PC unless your mum's like watching your every move. Oh, God, I love this Just Trains route building here. It's a curve and it... Oh, dude. We've got to make the curve, like, sharper, man. Who comes up with this? Right, let's try and make this curve smoother. Even if it means having to build a tunnel. Have you heard of Manston Airport? I forgot where that is, but if someone reminds me... if someone reminds yeah, someone reminds me then, I probably might remember it. I forgot where it was. Yeah, I didn't know either. I didn't know that either, Blue Jay. Maybe I was moonlighting. Southend is the most racist place I've been besides Kent. What parts of Southend are you going to? I mean, okay, I will not deny that Southend is not a nice place, but I have not been attacked racially there. My point still stands though. Like, you had a 12-hour flight to Hong Kong delayed by 2 hours. Oh, shame. I'm guessing you flew with Cathay Pacific. Or China East. Do China Eastern go to Hong Kong? I don't know. That's a good question. Well, again, we clearly must be going into two different areas of Southend because I've not experienced any racist attacks when I was there. Yeah, what Tom said, like, there are numpties everywhere. The only thing I remember that comes even remotely close to a racist attack, like if you stretch it, that I've at least personally seen, was I was leaving Southend Central Station, and right behind us, right behind me, there was this knob trying to push past the barriers, and the guy operating the barriers got into like a very basic brawl with him. So there was that, but you know, really, like if you stretch it like to the nth degree, and this, by the way, we're talking at least 12 years ago, you could then call that maybe racist, but again, you have to stretch it so much. Europe needs a Southwest airline. I thought, well, what is a Southwest airline? I mean, the closest I could compare it would be EasyJet, no? Right? Because EasyJet fly everywhere. Ish. There is a Glasgow airport in Ayr. Indeed, there is an Glasgow airport. No, yeah, Glasgow, yes. Alright, tell you what, I'm going to have it 160 kph from here. That's a bit more walkable. And then 200. We need a Spirit Airlines. No, we don't! We're good. You keep your Spirit. We don't need a Spirit. This track work sucks! I want trains to go fast! I want my iced tea to go quick! Oh, we need to also decide what trains to use on the Connecticut line. Dang it. That's a good... What train should we use? Because that's going to affect the platform lengths. You know, it would be kind of... Ooh, that's a good idea, King All-Star. We haven't used it. We've only used like one Dutch train already. I like your thinking, my sir. Ooh, very nice. I'm gonna think about that which train to use in a moment. But the plan, sadly, the Plan U does not exist in Nimby Rails, and I'm not gonna use the Plan U because it's too slow. I was about to make a funny joke regarding Greyhound, saying I think it's pretty mean to ride on a Greyhound that far because you know it would get tired. How can you know you need to you need to give him some rests and stuff. But yeah, I was just gonna say that, but I got distracted by the more like you know I want a Ferrari, but that isn't happening. Do the 125-mile-an-hour creators exist in the game? Indeed they do! We do have the 180. Have I installed the 180 yet? Hang on. Reinstalled it. Yes, I do. We do have the 180, though, predictably enough, the 180 in Nimby Rails, let's see, where are you? Class. Yeah, there we are. But even though we have the 180, and it's actually buffed a little bit. Oh, you mean the Dutch ones? Oh. Then yes, we do. I'll show you in a second. But I was going to say that even though the 180s do exist in Nimby Rails, they have ridiculously high maintenance costs. Like, when compared, like, here's a 165, maintenance cost $135 a day. 180, $2,700 a day. Oh, but no, never back. There is no, like, tilting track, like, you can't have, like, tilting speeds from Nimby Rails, sadly. Yeah, it does. I mean, I respect that, you know, it's keeping it in line with the 180, but it just makes it, like, if you're doing a basic save, like, a basic, like, finite money save, and you're trying to recreate the Great Western Main Line, or even the East Coast Main Line, using the 180 is just gonna melt your wallet. Poor thing. It doesn't deserve, but it does include multiple liveries. Like, we got First Group, but we also have GWR, East Midlands Railway, Grand Central, but also Cross Country. And, you know, I kind of scratch my head at that and go, that could work. Like, maybe. Oh, you can even have like a 10-car version if you want. But, you know, I like the idea of that. But yeah, let me get the other Cradia. Bear with me. Just banish the 180 because it does not deserve to run here. I think there are. Oh, Mitch, no, you're right. Actually, King Allstar, there isn't. But yeah, I got the Dutch Cradia, the ICNG here. Do you know where the Ice 1s or Ice 2s run? I want to go on one. Indeed, I do know where they run, mostly. So, the Ice 1, it runs between... Like, the easiest route to find one is the one that goes from Cologne towards Berlin. So, basically, if you go on a service going to Berlin, you've got a high chance of getting an Ice 1. The Ice 2s are almost, at the moment... They go on services that typically split up at Ham or Hanover. They are what's it called? Never mind. They are tilting track, but it's just like it just has a little bit better leniency. So it actually, hang on, let's do a quick test. Bear with me. Because I have them installed. Go figure. I hope I do. Oh, yeah, UK trackpad. Let's just do a quick test here. So let's just do a stupidly sharp curve with the normal track that I have here. So that. So a curve like that would be 54 kilometers an hour. Something weird just happened. 11 plus online chat. Okay, and 11 people are on the stream. Dan, play Train Sim World. No, Train TS 2024 at some point. Nah, I'm good. I'll play it when I feel like it. Anyway, yeah, it is busy today. Oh, I'm a celebrity! Yay! Anyway, let me do a quick test. So forget the UK track. Tilt. Okay, so it does increase the line speed a little bit. I have noticed, so it goes up from 54 to 64. So... I just wish it wasn't a different texture to the ones the tracks I'm normally using. It's gonna look odd. So you're technically right, Neverbat, but at the same time, I'm overruling the decision. I'm the one with the keyboard. I've never seen over 20 when he streamed Open Rails. Oh, I've seen over 20. Yeah, the Open Rails streams are really fun. I'm using the what's it called? It's like a dang it. What, I forgot the name of it. It's like a track pack that is in 1435. And I wish it was easy to find. Is it this one? I'm just double checking. Yes, it's the Deutsch standard gauge track set. That's what I'm using. I'll just post it in here just so you can see. Sadly in this universe, EPS boards do not exist. Anyway, let's take a look at some other Dutch trains we could potentially use on this service. So, somebody suggested the MAT 64. What about the ICMs? And one more just to compare. SNG. Not that I like them, but you know, if it works, it works. Oh wait, DDZ, DDZ, where are you? There you go. So let's do some comparisons. Right, so MAT 64 reverb. How about Coploper? I just installed the Coploper, so we can take a look at the specs of it in a second. So, if it was, because I don't want it to be longer than 200 meters. Because I would like it to be like a short train just for laughs. So, at 200 meters, a MAT 64 can hold nearly 600 passengers. Now, where's my Coploper? 590. Oh. 685. Ooh, this is very nice capacity. And look at the SNG. 400 garbage capacity in comparison. And my DDZ 746. Wait a minute. 1, 2, 3. No, I got it wrong. I can't read. It's a European save, thank you. So the Netherlands is part of Europe, therefore we can use Dutch trains. Meanie. Do you go to Terminal 5? I mean, I've walked past Terminal 5 every now and then. And so, but I guess I should probably clarify, Raby. I'm not going to tell you the terminal I work at. In a simple way of responding to the answer, to answer your question, it's basically minding your own business. So is Kazakhstan. Where are the Kazakhstani trains here? There are trains in Kazakhstan? I know nothing about their railway network. Yeah, don't worry. I'm not offended or anything. I just don't need. Sometimes you don't need to know. Like, it's fine that you know that I work at Heathrow. I'm okay with that. But do you really need to know everything else? You need to know my shift patterns. What are you? Why? You see the point I'm trying to make. Yeah, I don't think there are any Kazakhstani trains in Nimby Rails that I'm aware of. In Nimby, even in Nimby Rails. Nah, I don't think I'm... Oh my goodness, this... What kind of... This line is... I hate this... Oh, I'm gonna slow down this curve here. No, stop that. I'm tapping into my inner... inner Switzerland. Stop that. Stop that. There we go. Or even inner Netherlands. Thank the new haven. Hey, that's not allowed. I'm the one with the keyboard. I'll do what I want. Yes, I play Cloudy Rails, the non-affiliated version of Nimby Rails involving planes, where you make your own plane routes. Well, I want to try and keep it as fast as possible, though I know as soon as we get to New London, we'll have to slow down like peasants. But hey, we got 200 kph on this bit. look at this, more Just Trains we're building. Once again, oh dude, man, we go like going the wrong way. Oh yeah, that's a good point. Kazakhstan isn't in Europe. I forget. I have forgotten. Thank you for reminding me. That is true. The trains are expensive. I still wish the more British trams have been are added to Nimby Rails soon. And I also hope the stupid glitch I have where I can't install any anything new for Nimby Rails is resolved. Because there are some new trains I want to utilize on this save. Like, someone has made the Norwegian Airport Express trains, and I was actually going to make an Airport Express service that connected both... what's it called? It was going to connect both Newark Liberty Airport to LaGuardia. And it was only going to stop at New York thingy. Penn Station. It was only going to call there. But no! It won't install. The game dumb. Also, we're getting close to the only part of the Northeast Corridor that still has level crossing. I was not aware that the Northeast Corridor had level crossings. However, at the same time, I'm not surprised. Thank goodness cars don't exist in Nimby Rails, because we could just basically tell every level crossing to eat a dick. So, cheers, mates. Well, actually, no, tell her there is one car that does exist in Nimby Rails. Somebody has done the, the Tesla Model 3. So if you want to recreate that stupid little tunnel thing, that is in, what was it, Las Vegas, I think? So you can recreate that. It's hilarious. Oh, I've already sorted out that airport station, Karas, don't worry, but that's in the south. Mainline level crossing, real ECML. Exactly, very East Coast mainline. Hey, do you remember when they were upgrading the West Coast mainline, they got rid of some of the level crossings? Ah, what a nice idea. The East Coast mainline said, level crossing fine, why get rid? I just did an art system in Las Vegas instead of Vegas Loop. Oh, the Vegas Loop, oh, of course. I really do hope someone adds the Hamburg U-bomb trains to Transport Fever 2, so I can ruin my sleeping pattern and recreate them. Very interesting goals to have. Are there even any level crossings south of Preston? I'm trying to think, because the last one I could think of... That's a good question, Tom. On the East Coast, on the West Coast Main Line. Let's think. Let me just quickly look and try and refresh my memory. At least on the West Coast Main Line. Oh yeah, Stoke Branch, yes. Thanks for reminding me. The Stoke Branch, there's a couple of them there. There's one near Stone, I think. And I think that... Oh yeah, and Barston and Wedgwood, the stations that are perpetually closed. No, open. Perpetually open in massive air quotation mark. So yeah, there's a level crossing here. So there's a level crossing here near Stone. I've seen it. And then Barston and Wedgwood. Oh, and Kidsgrove. North of Kidsgrove. I forgot where it is, but I believe you. Yeah, that's true. It's technically not the West Coast Main Line. But let me try and think. Is there anywhere else that has a level crossing that's south of Preston? No, I can't think of, because, like, the only level crossing I could think of on the West Coast Main Line that comes to mind is Hestbank. Right here. But that's north of Preston, so it doesn't really count. Alright, then let's get back to building towards New London. Which we're already halfway there, I think, ish. Welcome back, Jonanator, and once again, enjoy your life with thingy. With Stagecoach. Oh, this station's on a passing loop orbit. Well, ish. Well, I guess we can fill in put some extra tracks in then. So speed limit here, 80. 4, 8. What are we building today? So we are building more of the Northeast Corridor heading towards New London. Which is this section here is very garbage because it's got lots of curves. So I'm going to be having a high-speed line bypass a lot of it. So, but the idea is, first of all, I haven't got a chance to show you the junction I added for New Haven. So after New Haven State Street, it's 4 tracks, and then I sort of tap into my inner Duisburg and have this sort of like a junction where the tracks are almost fully segregated, and the line here going up here goes to somewhere I forgot the name of, and this is where the high-speed line will go. I know there's a yard here, but stuff the yard, and then this is the Northeast Corridor. All right. See you later, Rainy B. Somebody else can now claim your first place prize. If you want me to... Oh, okay, well, I shall rectify it by calling it Deutschberg. Which is the first way I pronounced it. How did he find about Nimby Rails in the first place? My friend was telling me about it one day in a call we were having, and he just showed me the basics of the game, and I just said, oh my goodness, this is the perfect video game. I've always wanted a game like this. And that's how I spent £15 on Nimby Rails. Where did he get the T from? Don't question my unrivaled power. Die Beston. I'm a god when it comes to pronouncing names. You should know that by now. I know an unofficial idea I've had. I had seen suggested by NYU is to build a high-speed bypass from New Haven to Kingston using the right-of-way of Interstate 95. Where's Kingston? Well, first of all, where's Kingston? That's a good question. We're gonna be here forever. Oh, hang on. We could use the search function. Why? Okay, Kingston Capital? No, wait, no. No, not that Kingston. Not that Kingston. No, not that one. That's Kansas. No. Oh, goodness God, Bennett. It's in Rhode Island. Alright. What about this Kingston? No. Alright, well, where's Rhode Island again? Double check. Alright, okay, hang on, is it near here? Where is it? Wait a minute. Wait, is it Kingston or Kingstown? Oh wait, there's Kingston. There it is. Found it. Never mind. Forgive me. Yeah, connecting the high-speed line here does seem like a good idea because you've got a long straight section. All right. Thank you. All right, pronounce this. Tuscaros. 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 There you go. I've got a city name you can't mispronounce. Oh, I'll try. There you go. I think my friend went to a while ago. Oh, I tried. Plus, the part through Kingston is one of the 3 parts of the line where trains can do 160. Oh, fantastic! We can go quick then. It's pronounced Tuscawaros. All right, I tried. All right, let's carry on building this. I wish the Chinese high-speed lines had level crossings, as train spotting on platforms is essentially bad. Is it? Wow, what a shock. I wish I was so shocked that China had banned train spotting. Montague Bay. Yeah, I really don't know why the East Coast Maryland... Well, actually, I do know why the East Coast Maryland has lots of level crossings. To save money. It's expensive to build a bridge. It's cheaper just to get a level crossing and tell people, when lights turn red, wait. When light not red, go. Which even that's too difficult for some people. If you think I'm lying, go to anywhere that has traffic lights and wait for a cyclist. Oh, don't even get me started on Brightline. Do not. Like, the amount of, oh my goodness. Like, the amount of level crossings Brightline has is stupidly high. Well, I wouldn't entirely say that, Tom. Friendly reminder that a hurricane once technically a European windstorm, I think. A hurricane did hit Birmingham. Cyclists hate brakes. Well, I don't blame them for hating brakes, but, you know, there are better ways of dealing with the situation you are presented with. Birmingham deserves that, and Southend doesn't. Or Madison, which only has a single platform, but we're giving 2 platforms because we're not mean. Clinton, Nestbrook, Station. Where's the next one? New London. Okay. Oh yeah, I just barely. I remember seeing the videos or the video the picture of the aftermaths of Hurricane Sandy. I remember that, like the subways being flooded. Oh man. The Freight Railroad not spending money to remove level crossings for a prestige passenger service? Yeah, exactly. Oh yes, of course. The you know what? Going to Huntington nowadays just feels weird without seeing that massive bridge that you know that carried the A. Was it the A34 or the A14? One of those roads. It feels wrong not seeing that bridge there. Ah, A14. Thank you. I couldn't remember which one it was. Hong Kong gets hit by typhoons every year. Yep, makes sense because it is in that sort of area that is perfect breeding season for them. Not to imply that hurricanes have a breeding season, but you get what I'm trying to say. New York is still paying for what happened with Sandy. The repair work on the East River tunnels I was called by a storm only just started in earnest last month. Oh wow. Yeah, it goes over Newbridge, yeah. Right, have you heard about the person that put his life on the line by running away in active Heathrow traffic? No, I have not heard of that. That sounds incredibly stupid. Fun fact, they spent 1.5 billion upgrading the A14 from Cambridge to Huntington to motorway, including that diversion, and when it came to opening it, they decided just to keep us an A road. And yeah, of course, why would you, it's hard to, of course it's going to be sinking into the fens, because, well, there's, you know, fen have water. Water make ground not stable. This post is brought to you in cooperation of the Netherlands. And the rebuild of the Hudson River tunnels won't start until the new tunnels are finished in 2035. Get a few. They should probably call a few Poles up. If you call some Polish people up who are proficient in doing plumbing, they'll finish it in a week. Oh, don't you just love stations that have platforms that short? Could just fit a few coaches? Oh. That is a good question. How long would the channel tunnel have taken to be built if it was built with poles? That is a good question. It's the open below. I'm fairly certain trains in America use selective door opening, though I know nothing about it if they do or not. Because there are lots of stations that do have short platforms as well. For about 2 years, they had 30-mile-an-hour speed limits and were repairing it, and about 6 months after they reopened it, had another 10 speed limit. Of course. Oh, actually, I'm just remembered. I'm still waiting for my badge. I'm still waiting for it. Let me just double check the site again. It still claims that it's on its way, even though it shipped. Well, apparently shipped. Oh my goodness. Where is this stupid badge? I don't think... I'm very doubtful that I've been scammed. Because here's the thing. It only cost me £4. That's a very low amount to scam for somebody. We do decade. Oh, it's good that you caught the 95. No, not 95, the 99. I haven't because I haven't had the chance to go out and fire one. It would be nice to do some more, to do another train spotting video, because I miss doing some just bog standard train spotting. I was gonna get a badge, like a customized badge to put on my bag, and that was the idea I was gonna have. I was gonna have it on my bag whilst I'm going about in whilst I was going about in Europe, well, Western Europe. No, a proper badge, a proper pin badge. I assure you, it's a proper pin badge. But again, like what King All Star suggested earlier, it was I don't think I've been scammed because it's such a low amount of money to steal, for like a for a front company or something like that. Should I even entertain that? Oh my goodness. Why? I just want this. Well, I would say Reventon, but for the purposes of jokes, I will just say Reventon. Finding a game for it. Yeah, maybe the badges. Well, I thought the badges. Well, the company was based in Worcester. Because I used a site called badgepig. Like, let me just take a look at their terms of service quickly. Yeah, washing lamp pegs are pretty cool. Yeah, I've already I think I sent an email to the guy a few days ago to say I haven't heard any updates. I'm chasing up just to see where the badge is. Because worst of all, they haven't even sent me a Royal Mail sort of tracking code, so I have absolutely no bloody idea where it is. It could be in the post office. It could be delivered by Stagecoach. We will never know. But the thing here is that part of me is tempted just to get a badge from another company. But I'm worried that if I do that, then I'm going to have 2 badges. And I don't really need to have 2, I just want the one. If I do get a second badge, it might as well be of either a different character or a different pose. Ooh, gotta love those random curves. Oh, don't you just... Oh, man. Hello there, TRNT. I haven't heard... I haven't heard from you for a while. Congratulations on investing in Nimby Rails. It's a fantastic video game. So, tips for new players. Start small. Start with a small idea to begin with. So don't let's say, okay, I'm going to rebuild the entirety of the London Underground. No. Start with something like, build the Blackpool Tramway. That's small and easy. Yeah, I have cut some of the corners, because since they are just too tight, like this one and that one. And don't do any complicated timetabling and stuff. Just have the trains run 24 hours and, you know, drop 24/7 and automatically run them on the line. Yes, I do. Don't do Paris to Berlin. Your computer will melt, and well, your brain will melt trying to do that for the first time. Yeah, exactly. So don't worry about timetabling it for now. Just do something really basic, like create a line that goes around a city, and then just have and then when you're buying your trains here, you can press F4. When you're buying your train, simply choose the order as auto run on a line, and then it'll pick the line and purchase your trains. Of course, you'd have to mention that. Of course. And then when you're making your line, you can adjust the factors of it on the auto run line here. So you can check your first train departure, and then it will automatically it'll create a timetable for it automatically. Yeah, Nottingham's tram network would be a good start. That'll be like it's not too complex, and yeah, there's essentially only 2 lines. So that's a good idea to give it a start. Old Saybrook Old Line Bridge. Well, for the purposes of entertainment, we're going to make the train slow down to go over this bridge, because screw it, why not? It's not Prime anymore, so you can't build the gauge airport line. Well, fortunately, I've already added that line. So, and hello there, South Wales Transport Spotter. Welcome to the stream. We're building towards New London on the section of the northeast corridor that is very curvy. But I think from here on, we're not going to be going any faster than 160 kph. That is right, Tom. I woke up in the morning. Indeed I did. Otherwise, I wouldn't have gone to work. Alright, so... 100. How do you do train frequency? With train frequency on if you're doing an auto with the auto line thing, the train frequency would be adjusted depending on how long it takes to complete the train, complete a loop. So let's take a look at the Hempstead branch I have here. In order to have trains running every 30 minutes, you need to make this number first of all you need to have this number here even. So 1 hour 30 is 90 minutes. And then you just have how many trains do you need to run to have every 30 minutes? In this case, 3 trains. You count how many trains you do some basic maths, and then you can work it, and then you can fill it in from there. Hopefully that makes sense. Please say it does. Are signals automatically placed? Nope, you'll have to place them yourself. Although, you can get away with just putting block aliases and then tapping into your inner CBTC signaling. I wish it used a system like City Bus Manager. I've never played City Bus Manager, but I would like to give it a go because it sounds like a fun game. True, you do need more signals if your service is going to be frequent, though. So significant changes to the bus services in Wales have been announced. Ooh! So let's try. Let's try and hypothesize. Buses will now run on time, and they've updated the localization files. In Viro 200's rattling error, rattling bug fixed. Ooh. Yeah, I love the mods on Transport Fever 2, and I really want to play it again, but my computer just says no. It just, ooh, give me more RAM, yummy, yummy RAM, delicious. I don't know if there's a station here at Old Lyme Shores, but I'm gonna add one because it makes sense. Besides, there's nothing wrong with adding a few extra stations. I'm the one in control. Ooh, electric buses for Wales. But then, that means all the sheep in the power stations that are running on treadmills are going to have to run overtime. That's mean. How will the sheep have time to rest up? I was about to say rest in bed, but that's a really that's just an open goal of a joke, so I'll withhold that. I could not imagine recreating the Kennington branch or the Northern Line in the Northern Line in Nimby Rails. No, the Northern Line in Transport Fever 2. Oh yeah, I kind of figured that they have I remember that they have lots of Yutong electrics in there. The problem with putting a hydro dam on the River Severn, is that it would actually provide a good amount of electricity for whales, and that's a bad thing. Cardiff has E12s, Yutong... No, Newport also has the shorter ones and U11 DDs. You know what would be nice if they had the... if they had the same, like, U15s that were used in the Netherlands that I rode on. Those were fantastic. I was seriously impressed with them. That was the first Yutong I'd been on, and they were excellent. The 15-meter long boys. There are tables behind the seats were comfy. Very good. I can imagine that. Again, I think I rode on a really high-spec Yutong that was brand new, so I managed to avoid like a lot of the presumed antics that would happen, as you mentioned. You foreign crap. Oh, Mr. Tom, whatever you do, don't Google what was powering the Class 42 warship. No, don't ever. Whatever you do, don't find that out. But no, I've not heard about Network North Wales. To answer what you were saying earlier. Well, if I was to get a new badge, I don't know what I would have on it. Because I really want to get a badge, just because it would be nice to have one. Just the one. But I don't know what to have if I was to get a new badge. Because all, like, 99% of my ideas would get rejected by most badge companies. Oh, can I make a song request? What is your song request, Mr. Tom? That would be too easy. It would identify me as a train spotter on the spot. I want to be much more obscure than that. Disguised by Skepta. I feel like that's a song that will instantly get copyright struck, so I'm very nervous about that. Oh, hang on. Yeah, that definitely looks like a... yeah, that's definitely like a song that... Just listen to it, then judge. Again, Mr. Tom, even though I don't make money off YouTube, that doesn't mean that with these copyright things that they can't block the video or the stream. So, forgive me, I'm gonna pass on that. In fact, okay, at the very least, what I will do is Google the lyrics of the song. Okay? I will at least do that, just to enlighten you. Let's read the lyrics. Okay, so transvestites more than meets the eye. Transvestites man them in disguise. Transvestites more than meets the eye. You thought it was a girl because he had a handbag. You didn't know it was next man's granddad. Don't rush into things, rude boy. I get it. It's just, you know. It feels like a song you'd... I should probably update the jukebox though. Have a few more songs I like, or change a few songs in I don't think work as well. Oh, good. No, I am not a rapper, please. I'm a lot more sophisticated than that. just double check. Hang on. New London Station. I love how I typed up New London Station, and the first result I get is Old Oak Common. Yeah, that is Connecticut. New London Union. There we go. Hello there, Kurumi Fried Chicken as well. Welcome to the stream. Right, so yeah, the next station is Old Saybrook. Where is Old? So there's like a massive gap between Old Saybrook and New London. That's dumb. We're gonna add a few extra stations in. Stuff that. Also, it turns out Old Saybrook, it will be served by the Northeast Regional. So I didn't realise that, so I'll need to make the platforms longer. 330 meters long. There we go. And I'll add a third platform as well. It's a lot of money. It's definitely a lot of money, though, about. Also, Daniel, I'm thinking you'll try to save up to move to Canary Wharf. Should I fly or Avanti to... well, I would actually fly. But if you are commuting by plane, then I think you need to reconsider. Maybe. Oh, hang on. I don't even. I can't even. Actually, it'll make sense if Old Saybrook was done a layout similar to those other stations. Hang on. Wow. So, 100 kph here. $100. Oh goodness, that's oh, that's terrible. So you have to leave. You have to move Manchester. Oh dear. Yeah. Sorry. Well, sorry if things aren't working in Manchester. By the way, Daniel, I believe there are Friday and Sunday tickets available for the Greatest Gathering if you fancy going. What's the gathering? I forgot what it was. And are you talking about this Friday and Sunday? So I don't know what you're talking. What this event is? The Derby Open Day. Oh. You know, I don't know if I want to attend that or not. Because, okay, there are some upsides to attending it. It'll be nice to see a whole bunch of trains. Downside, there'll be lots of spotters there. So, I don't know if it's worth it for me to go or not. Well, how much are the tickets? Hang on. Derby Open Day. It's giving me the University of Derby. Hang on. The Greatest Gathering tickets. Let's see. Oh, this event is sold out. You liar. Generator, you liar. It says it's sold out. what I can at least say, Kurumi, is that if you go to the right events, it's not as bad. Oh, you saw the tickets this morning? Okay, fair enough. That makes sense. So you saw it in the morning. Okay, maybe we... Yeah, of course it's going to be run out. Surely any person who has used Ticketmaster must know that if your tickets are sold in the morning, they will not be sold in the evening. It's... Oh, have I done that wrong? So, yeah, they'll be finished selling by the evening. You should know that by now. Oh yeah, I forgot. You're not the biggest fan of the Scotsman, aren't you? Well, either way, obviously by this I will not be attending it. I won't even like stand by like round the outside of it or anything. I just won't attend. I might use a similar song to this if I make a railway review to an Italian train. I can at least respect the Flying Scotsman, just personally. It's just the people who are obsessed with it and result in Network Rail hiding the train times. Those are the ones who ruin it. A Heaton Depot open day in September. If the Pacers were still running, I probably would be inclined to do that. Because, you know, yeah. Yeah, galas do attract some individuals, let's say that. I was in Piccadilly Gardens yesterday with a McDonald's. And a crackhead asked me for food, so I said no, and he tried to attack me. Yeah, but, you know, relocating from Manchester to Canary Wharf is sort of like saying, I really don't like New York, so I'm gonna move to Newark. Not so much the distance, more so the character of the location. All these scary stories about going to Manchester Piccadilly, and here's me, you know, here's me wanting to actually consider going there to do photography. No, I think I should not do that if I with all these stories I'm hearing about. Oh, it does look good on the SBB livery, but I don't need it to be 14 times long. So I'm just trying to do some math regarding like a formation I'm considering. Delete. I wonder what happened to the Council Road Cardiff bus. That is a very good question. Maybe it'll just stay as it is. Why would I don't know why they would get rid of it. Yeah, I like that. Maybe we could have the Northeast region. I'll see. Alright, we're nearly at New London. Gonna add I might add a couple more stations. So, Niantic. Makes sense to add one here. Niantic. There we go. So you added Old Line, or whatever it is, Lime Shores, and Niantic. Yeah, he doesn't live in Manchester. That's why he can tolerate the pain. Are you seriously going to say Manchester is better than Liverpool from what we're hearing? Or is this purely a football-related thing? Oh, actually, that reminded me of something funny that happened, I think, last week. I was in the staff security waiting. I was just like waiting in the queue at staff security. And someone in front of me, like 2 people in front of me, what was it? Someone in front of me was going, was like speaking to some guys behind, saying, "Oi, no Chelsea fans allowed." Or was it all no Arsenal fans? I can't remember. It was like, no Chelsea fans allowed. And they started having an argument and saying, "Well, win some games then." I don't follow football that much nowadays, but it was really funny. Just those are the exact kind of insults I would use if I actually cared about football. So it did get me laughing, that did. If you want to go to Manchester to photograph the buses using Piccadilly Gardens bus station, just head along Portland Street to the junction with Princess Street. Oh, right, I'll keep that in mind then. Thanks for the advice, fellow Northerner. I don't get that, but it made me laugh for some reason. If you think football is too intense in Europe, you need to Google what has happened with countries like Brazil and Honduras. It is nowhere near to this level as how football is treated in like Latin America. Nowhere near. I'd like to remind you, what's it called? I'd like to remind you, Kurumi, that there was an actual a war between El Salvador and Honduras in 1969 that was known as the Football War. It lasted 4 days. Resulted in the deaths of more than 2,000 civilians. Alright, so either way, note to self, avoid crackheads. In general. Actually, I can keep it. I might as well just keep this split at 140 miles, well. Oh, it's 7:30 already. Oh wow! I'm just so glad it's nice and cool today compared to the earlier bit of the week where it was boiling hot. U20. Oh! Actually, I just remembered something, people. I've got a new picture of Molten and Miranda I can share. Well, let me make sure I download the right one. Bear with me. Where is it? Because I've got two. One of them which will get me banned off YouTube, and the other one which is a decent picture that I can show. Right. Yeah, I think this is the one. Okay. Alright, so let me just adjust this. Ta-da! It's like a little action pose I was coming up with because I wanted to create like a document where I can use these two characters to showcase some things, and oh, it's real cool. I like it. We originally Malta was gonna be happier, but I thought it was funny if he had like a worried expression. It's not gay. How do you deal with the Windows 8.1 start menu? Well, I don't. I just have a normal start menu instead. Yes, he's a robot. Malton's a robot, and this is his owner, who sort of modified and owns him, a 57-year-old rabbit. Yeah, football definitely has its fans, let's say that. Also, how's it 40 degrees Celsius in Austria? How? Thank you very much. I'm glad you like it. Anyway, let's get back to the stream. Yes, he does. He's my beautiful baby biscuit. I know there's a heat wave going on. It's probably the same heat wave that affected us. But still, 40 degrees Celsius in Austria is ridiculous. You wouldn't even need to set up the oven to cook a Wiener Schnitzel. Just put it outside. I really want to go to Vienna in the future because, well, Vienna cool in terms of temperature, but not anymore. Oh, and it has snow, and one of my friends who wants to travel with me in the future, it says that he would like to go somewhere where there's snow. Oh, for goodness, why did I walk into that? Oh, for goodness sake. Oh. No, I'm not even entertained now. Just, yes, that's true. They do have lots of the Zero main lines there as well. So that'll be good to keep an eye out. I think they've even got the Hungarian ones that run as well. I think it's Hungary. Nah, sorry, Kurumi. I prefer chicken breast. Obesity. Though, realistically, I don't know if you'd associate obesity with Austria. Alright, New London Station. This is going to be dirt easy. I'm just going to have 4 platforms, easy peasy. Basically, Coventry. Yeah, I can imagine it being pretty good there. To like commute and stuff. There's definitely lots of public transport opportunities. So yeah, that makes sense. It's because the actual letter, which is the O with those 2 dots on it, doesn't exist in the English language. Yeah, that O. The O. Which looks like a character with their mouth wide open. Shocked. About when he's looking at the prices of a single from London to Leicester with East Midlands Railway. How many zeros? Stomach bitches. Alright, let's get... Oh, I've never heard of that company before. Grafster. Never heard of that. Yeah, I can understand that. I've never heard any of these nicknames myself. People shouldn't have to get advance tickets to go to Leicester. You buy an advance to fly to Antigua. Like, yeah, you know, that kind of service, yeah, fair enough. But why should I have to get advance tickets to go to Leicester? Leicester's not even 100 miles away. We also have the A, the U, and the B, the stylish B. Right, we want the platforms to be long, just in case ice trains stop here. How do you pronounce the letters wrong? I don't know what you're on about. they seem perfectly fine to me. Again, A, U, B. I heard from the grapevine that the first Meridians will be coming off lease in September 2025, 4 months ahead of the first 810 scheduled. Dumbass. Yes, I have seen those kinds of buses. I don't think they're just exclusive to Munich. They're also used in like other areas in like Switzerland and Austria as well, I think. And I do like the idea, or I also don't like the idea because it just would not work in the UK. Because if, let's say, you did something like that in the UK on like another bus, like even if you ignore, blah 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 Bentley buses. If you did something like that, that trailer will basically become a weed den. Because it's not a driver can get out of the bus, go into the trailer, and then go, "Oi, stop smoking." I'll show you a picture of what I'm talking about, Dimebeston. Bear with me for one moment. Oh, here we go. Perfect photo. Fantastic. Really? Oh, I can't. It's one of those stupid websites that has. Well, actually, no, they got multiple pictures. Okay, fair enough then. Let me just put this under the other tab. Okay, so it's just loading the page now. So sorry for flashbanging, everybody. Oh, load up. Oh crap! Go away. Right. Good. Okay, good. Yeah, so this is what they were talking about. The trailer bus. They call it the bus train. Discuss. Yeah, it's a not bendy bus. But as you can see, they can join it up with almost any like there's an MAN Lion City, but then it's a Hess trolley. No, my tram lines are completely overcrowded, but I'm very broke in Nimby. Oh, well, you have to call the boys will be called up now to take away your computer. Unbendy buses. What if somebody uncouples it? Well, that's probably the reason why it's not seen in the UK. You'll get the boys who'll come over with their they'll probably call up the guys who are good at stripping down a Ford Fiesta to its component parts, and they do the same to this. I don't think an Enviro 200. I don't think never mind an Enviro 200. I don't think a street deck would have the power to do something like this. Right, let's get back to finishing off New London. Oh, that sounds like a painful situation you're in. Oh, so many passengers wanting to use your service, but you don't have the money to improve it. Welcome to reality. My name is Daniel. I shall be your guide. Alright, we need to make the platform longer. Because we need a platform long enough for a pair of ice trains to stop in, just in case. Just in case. I missed your reasoning earlier for why was the case, Generator. Why don't they like the HSTs? What's wrong with them? Is it because they're slightly old after being used in this after being used for 500 million years? I'm not asking because I know. Carmont. This is not the sound of me Googling that area. Yes, right, gotcha, okay. Alright, now I get it, okay, yes, now I understand. Though, in the interest of fairness, that's not the fault of the HST. That was a landslip. It's sort of like, let's say, obviously we got the pain of the Boeing 737 MAX, but let's say, let's imagine that all of the 737 MAX incidents happened because they got shot down by planes, like they got shot down by military. That does not make the 737 a military bad in that aspect. I mean, that's sort of the mindset we're going through, because this is something outside of the HST's control. I'm very certain, even if it was a Meridian, or yeah, even a 158 or 170, it wouldn't have. I feel like the results would most likely be the same. Or at least equal. Well, if that head-on crash that happened on the Cambrian line has told us anything, it's not like the 158 handle crashes better either. Like, the cab came off the HST. Well, fair enough, but at least the HST has some bit of a crumple zone. Has some. Whereas the 158, the driver is basically the crumple zone. If there is one train I'd seriously, what's it called? Hate to see in a crash, it's the Class 398. Because it's so small in comparison to, like, the other trains it's replacing. Even the pacing. But yeah, I could probably agree with you on that, Jonator, but when it's comparing how much metal there is in between the train and the driver. Because the HST, there's still a little bit, there's a bit of the nose that's like a little bit of energy deflection, like the most basic amount of energy deflection, whereas the 158, it's flat. No, the 180 deserves to be preserved. What has it done to you? Go back to Canada if you don't want a 180. Don't be so mean. The point still stands though, Donator. I seriously doubt that the 158 would have handled the situation of the Carmont Stonehaven derailment much better, because, like we mentioned earlier, what's it called? It's like a situation of the crash was pretty much outside of their control anyway. It was a landslip that caused it. And I feel like most trains derailing over a landslip would struggle to handle the situation they're in. Oh. That is a good point. Rust damage. Excuse me. Rust damage is a thing. I did forget about that. Oh, it's because of this stupid curve. The platforms. Oh, come on. Okay. Oh yeah, good point. Yeah, well, not to mention the Ice 1 is pretty much outliving most of the other ICE trains as well, which is pretty hilarious. Ice 1 will live forever. Alright, we've got the platforms long enough here at least now. Right, where's the next major station? If I just go out and Google No London Union, where's the next major station? Mystic. That's a really odd, that's a weird station name, Mystic. Where is Mystic? Oh, it's here, okay. Northern's 150s are supposed to be in a bad state, but they're stuck with them until at least 2030, which makes me think the rumours of 350-2s to Northern have some legs. Well, frankly, any rumour can be just, any rumour has legs at this point. Well, does it though? I mean, I'd rather just wait and see what happens. You could top tip, Neverbat, just change the passenger demand. Right, let me map out the next few stations here. So the rest of the stations now, these few stations are exclusively served by the Northeast Regional. So Westerly in Rhode Island. Then Kingston. Oh, it serves the University of Rhode Island. Oh, cool. Is the catchment area? Oh, darn it! Oh, I hate this so much. The catchment area is just outside. Now no one will use Kingston. Maybe let's see if how much I can adjust this. Boo! Frankfurt U-Bahn is just a tram with a bit of Lucozade. You can get away with saying, well, no, because the Rotterdam Metro also has a tramway. There's also, actually, maybe. Yep. Oh well. Well, this is on a fast section, so we could actually increase the line speed to our good old 230 kph. I doubt we'll reach Providence. We'll see how far we can go. Come on, behave. Yeah, Kingston and Hull. The fake Kingston. Alright, and see you later, Dibesson. Thanks for coming along. Ooh. Alright, so. Because ports want to 769 them, but the batteries, with batteries instead of diesel engines. Oh, batteries! Oh, what a great idea!" said Daniel as he looks at the recharge cycle life of most batteries used. Ah. No, hydrogen's cool! There are also hydrogen trains running in Germany, and I want to try and ride them in the future. That's cool. Obviously, it didn't work on the Hindenburg, but that's because it had like millions of litres of hydrogen. Whereas this is just like a couple. Also, technology has advanced quite a lot since the Hindenburg. Like, for example, did you know that planes no longer use propellers for going across the Atlantic? They use these things called jet engines. In fact, even better, the jet engine has been made even more efficient since it was invented then. I know, it's incredible. Alright, let me actually start building all this track here, because it's starting to lag the game. Because of how much I built that isn't ready. Also, look at the buses. 10-year-old electric hybrid buses are getting scrapped because they're completely screwed. Yeah, they've... Well, especially if they're TfL buses, because then they've outlived their usefulness. Apology accepted, Inviro 400H. You should know the drill by now. skin fire that ignited the hydrogen and destroyed the ship in minutes. Yeah, still... No, I know, but... Point still stands. Oh, I remember the hydrogen pulsars. I rode on them on like the last few days of the RV1 running. And I took some photos. Oh, I miss the RV1. You never really realise how much you miss something until it's truly gone. I forgot what they sounded like, though. Oh, yeah. No one can handle that long on the North Circular. Oh, you poor thing. You went to go on the RV1 and just got replaced by a bog standard Impero. Way. Alright, so just adding some final switches here. Hello there, Cafe. Welcome to the stream. We have just finished building New London. I need to rename all these stations now, but look at us. We're now making some progress to get towards Providence. So, yay. We are now approaching Rhode Island. And that means we're not too far from Boston. Yay! And when we reach Boston, we can finally add our Northeast regional services. And I have an idea of how to optimize and utilize both the trains I wanted to use and the ice tea as well. I've got an idea, but I'll talk about it when we get there. Well, you know, to vouch for Kurumi, I don't blame Kurumi for being a bit nervous about hydrogen. It is a legitimate concern to have. However, in this day and age, technology has gone better and standards have become safer, so you should be okay. Just remember, regarding chances and stuff, you are more likely to die watching the lottery than you are to win it. And yet people continue to play the lottery every day. People continue to bet every single day. One of my uncles won 3,000 at Ladbrokes and then immediately went back into a coral to start using that money to bet again. Some people just can't accept success. They must win more and more, and that's how they keep in business. Yeah, that's true as well. It's the only reason why plane accidents get so big. You know, like people get so scared of them is because they make they create big headlines. Air India, for example. You know, speaking to some passengers, that's why nobody at the moment really wants to fly with Air India. Purely because of that tragic accident. Oh, I love, that's my favourite quote about that, you know, 90% of gamblers quit before they win big. I love that. And the same thing with that picture of the guy mining, those two people mining, and one of them is walking away from the jewels, and the other one is like going really at it to try and get there. Thank you very much for another one that, you know, I don't think I've heard of that one, but that's a very oddly specific one, South Wales Transport Explorer. Either way, thank you very much for coming along. Well, I personally wouldn't fly with Air India anyway, because they don't go anywhere I want to go. So never mind the crash, there's just nowhere I want to go with them. Oh, I didn't know that. I've only seen a few bit. I have seen like the footage of the plane in the crash, and that was quite terrifying to watch. But I didn't know much info about the plane itself like that. More trains being added to Nimby rails that I can't install. Let me just try it right now. A random Skoda 85E. Will it install? Of course not. It just keeps failing and getting corrupt download at 95%. How dumb. Has anyone actually responded to my query in the work on the forums? Oh, that was me. Ah. Come on, anybody help? I want to use the new trains in this game. But no, Nimby Rails is being dumb. Well, I've tried almost every solution possible now, and it still hasn't fixed the issue. So I'm really confused as to what the hell is going on. I've reinstalled Nimby Rails, I've reinstalled Steam, I've put the game on offline mode, I've even just done small reinstalls of Steam, I've changed the download location. Nothing is working. Absolutely nothing. Well, if they are kaput, they have been kaput on my end since June 19th. At least June 19th. So, what's going on? Surely they would have fixed it by now, is what I'm trying to say. If it is, I know nothing about Connecticut. All I know is that it exists. Oh, and it was mentioned in Madagascar, the film. And I went, oh, okay, that's a place that exists. I'll remember that in my head. Alright, well here's Mystic Station, which is going to have platforms long enough for that. Yeah, again, it makes perfect sense though, Jonator. That, you know, when there are just so many variables like that, anything could have, like, it just, when, you know, when you have variables that high, then the conspiracies could easily just end up, like, anywhere. It's sort of the same reason why, the Malaysia Airlines flight that disappeared got in the headlines so much as well, because there was just so much room for speculation of what could have caused it and what happened. We obviously know that the plane went into the ocean, but people, you know, there was obviously the motive and or even where it really went. I like how people made 2 posts, and then they both got cut off, almost like the SCP Foundation got intercepted. But the idea of the issue being like a combination of a bunch of people in this, or a bunch of companies, does feel like a very logical sort of conclusion to come up to. Like, there was no single cause. I could believe that. If the report finished off with saying something like that, I could believe it. Yeah, finally someone recognises that SCP. It was actually one of my favourites as well. The article for it was so creative, I loved it. Ooh. Still, at least we have something to work with rather than nothing. So at least that helps on the investigation angle. Ugh. If I can reach Westerly, I'll feel happy if we can reach Westerly at the end of this. Okay, I might as well tell you the idea that I'm planning on doing regarding the Northeast Regional. In the northern in this area, what I'm planning to do is have 2 Northeast, well, sort of like the one that we currently have and a faster one. So each one will run every half. Well, each one will run hourly, so you'll have 2 trains an hour. You'll have the regular one, which I'm going to probably use with local hauled trains, like local hauled intercity trains. And then you'll have the faster one, which will use iced teas and maybe some ice falls. Well, hang on, maybe we could use another tilting train. What do other tilting trains we have at Nimby Rails? That's a good question. Let's say tilt. So we have tilting high-speed trains. We've got the new Pendolino, the Cescadrachi Pendolino. Someone's made the APT, but no way. And obviously you've got the Class 390. Oh, I forgot to install the 390. Whoops-a-daisy. That's a good idea. We also have the Renfe Series 490 as well. Oh, but that's only a 4. Oh, no, that's only 3 coaches? Oh. Weird. Yep, I just about remembered the Cheska Drahi pronunciation. Yeah, those were our only options for believable tilting lads. Alright, I'll keep that in mind. Yeah, we do have the ED250. We do have that one. Alright, we'll see you later, Joninator. Thanks for coming along and enjoy and remaining at number 1. Thank you very much. Yeah, see you next time. Enjoy your function. Well, I want to use the iced tea, but I'll see what I can do. Yep, you've dropped a third. I've got the full listing now, I can see. But, yeah. Such a weird thing. It's such a weird YouTube mechanic they have. It's hard to even say if it's working or not. I mean, I don't care about it personally. But it is funny just to see, you know, someone is top. Oh, now you're second. See, look how quickly that was. Easy peasy. It's just a spamming code. Yeah, probably, though. People don't spam that much here. Thank goodness for that. There were some kids that did in the past, but they were easily handled. Oh my goodness, why is it lagging as I'm building? What am I doing? What's going on, you stupid video game? I built. What else? What more else have I not built? Yeah. Well, I guess there's the high-speed line there, but... You know. Let me slow down the game a little bit. I might slow down to 120 from here. Okay, more progress. Ooh, another fast section. Very nice. Okay, almost at Westerly. You have a brain? News to me. Yeah, brains are... Yeah, not many people have brains. This is a common conspiracy brought up by Big Brain. Brains are tasty. Alright, thank you, zombie. I'm really glad we have some zombies in the in the chat of the stream. Very inclusive. There is also a Norwich in Connecticut. Oh yeah, there is a Norwich. There's a Greenwich as well. I don't know if any of my light trains will serve Norwich, so oh well, better luck next time. Oh, Westerly State Airport, which is probably used by like people in like Piper J3 Cubs and stuff. Alright, there we are, close to Westerly. Once again, I'm gonna have the line, I'm gonna end here, and then we'll sort out towards, I might build the high-speed line connecting thing behind everyone's back, so we can at least get more of this constructed. But we're at least making lots of money, eh? On this save. Oh, Britain Norman planes. Oh, I like those ones. They're cute. I always liked the Trilander. That was always a cool plane, which I'm gutted I never got a chance to fly on. But, you know, better luck next time. Better past life. Oh, I forgot what a Bombardier Challenger is, I'm afraid. Sorry. Bad memory. Oh, bad timing, South Wales. I was just getting ready to end the stream. I was just doing some last bits here where we're adding Westerly Station. Just when I got back to, yeah, I'm real sorry. This is the downside of these time zones. But at the very least, I can show you what I've done now. So we've now finally built all the way as far as, well, we've gone to New London. I need to rename the stations, don't worry. I'll rename them behind your backs because it's boring to do it now. New London has 4 platforms, sort of similar to Coventry, just for a little bit of extra flexibility. And the platforms here are long. They are 400 meters long, so they can handle ice, a pair of ice trains running. Like, let's say I have a high-speed one that ignores the high-speed line. Then we could, maybe there's a one train every 3 hours that ignores the high-speed line just for the lows. Then it can stop at New London. I just saw a 1978 Cadillac pass by. Really? In Manchester? Who would have a Cadillac in Manchester? Oh, that's weird. So yeah, that's what we've done now so far. We've reached that. And also the section, we've added a few extra stations. So there's going to be a station at Niantic, Old Lime Shores, and whatever this is. Oh, you know, Old Sabre, that was there. How fun with accessibility? Oh yeah, we'll work it out when we get there, okay? The high-speed line will just completely ignore all of this when it's done. So the routing of the high-speed line I'm thinking of after it goes away from New Haven will probably just go through like these sort of forest-like or valley area things before. I'm thinking of joining it up at Providence. I'm not too sure. Maybe that does make sense. My PC crashed and I had to restart it. Oh, darn it. Yeah, I know there are some affluent areas in Manchester. Wilmslow exists, which has, I think, the most expensive street in the UK. But still, yeah, I'm thinking it will join up at Providence, sort of. So it might, let's say, you know, the platforms here at Providence, the high-speed line will have its own separate platforms underneath. Sort of similar to Cologne, Messe, Deutsch. And then it'll join up and use this line here, and then go quick. And then the main line will sort of join up at East Junction, and then it'll be just back to basics there, all the way to Boston. I've heard of... Oh, darn, I've heard of Mumbles, I forgot. Yeah. I think England's Mumbles expensive. I wouldn't think it'd be that expensive. Either way, that is the plan. But now that we've at least joined up to Westerly, that'll be it for tonight. So, everybody, thank you very much for coming along to tonight's stream. We did some fantastic progress. Let me just add the bar up so quickly as I'm finishing off. Yeah, once again, apologies for the slight delay of this one. It was just because the heat was too hot. Oh, that sounds really redundant now that I say that. The heat was too hot. Yeah, it was a very hot start of the week. Anyway, now I'm going to go and get something to eat and get ready for bed. So, thank you very much for everybody for coming along. It was a fun stream, and we'll speak to you lot next time. Goodbye. Bye, everybody. And thank you, everybody, for partaking in the interesting sort of top fans thingy. See you later. Now, where's the end stream button?